Today was a tough day. Nasty red day for me. Just one of those days. Hey, fellow traders, it's Black Coffee Trader. It is Wednesday, April the 23rd, and yes, we had a pretty nasty red day today. One of those days where I just couldn't get it right. I could not get it right today. Unfortunately, also, I still don't have my NinjaTrader system fixed. When I try to export my trades, this is not correct. The trades from yesterday are still not correct, so I'm still working with that. So I don't have TradeZella to update. I can't do a very good job of walking you through every little detail like I usually do in the notes, but I will talk through the trades today, and I wanted to just point out that today was a red day. So you have those. Yesterday we had a profit of like 600 something. Today we have a net loss of 1440, which is unfortunate. We didn't do that much damage. I mean, the accounts are still in pretty good shape, but it was a frustrating day. I really had one win. That was the last trade of the day here around noon or early afternoon. I had one little break and retest short that, again, no follow through. I had a lot of just no follow through, not good setups. I made a big boo-boo this morning. I think it was on NQ. Let me just double check here. Yeah, I made a big mistake this morning. I was still charting my levels. I was not done charting. The first thing I usually do is kind of look at the big picture, on the markets, and I adjust levels accordingly. And I do it every single day. I mean, it happens every morning. And I was not done. I was actually working on ES, and I had a level somewhere in here from a couple of days ago. I forget exactly where it was. Somewhere in the 860s to 880s. I had a level marked. And again, I was not done, and this was pre-market, and I saw the NASDAQ pulling back to this level. And I just thought, man, I just can't pass up a break and retest. And it went through my mind that, maybe I should finish before I take this trade, but I just felt like it was there because of that level, and I took it, and it was a fail. And I didn't have a big risk on it. I only lost $90 on the trade. But that was a bit demoralizing to have that happen. And after I was done charting, I was actually working on ES during this trade. And when I was done with ES, I went to the NASDAQ, finished charting the NASDAQ, and realized that level was not in the correct spot, which is very clear to why that trade didn't work. So that was a bit unfortunate, and a lesson to just not take trades until I'm done charting my day and planning my day. But that was the only trade I took on the NASDAQ. I just couldn't get anything, didn't really have anything. There was a bit of a break and retest short here of the overnight lows, overnight highs, this purple line. I didn't take it. It was just a very, very crazy day. We had a tremendous amount of chop this morning at the open, about a 250 point range or something like that. I think I saw earlier this morning here on this chop. We did ultimately reject, and my big, I was really looking for this to reclaim and push higher, or I was really looking for pullbacks down into these levels, or possibly to fill this gap for longs. And so I just didn't have many. There just wasn't much there for me to do. I got really, the unfortunate part today was right here on gold, and that was these bottom accounts that we lost 500. I typically only try to stick with 400 on a loss, but I went in on one more trade and ended up with a losing day. I was pretty upset with myself. Only 3 trades here, but they were pretty bad. So this first one I waited for a break and retest of this level. And let me just show you, this was what I was looking at. So if you look at the big picture on gold, we had this major low right here. And that was why I had this level here, congruent with some of these highs out here. And we had retested in the pre-market, and I saw this kind of falling through, and I didn't take the hold long. I almost did, but I thought, well, this wick, I was like, nah, it's not a clean hold, I'm going to wait. And we fell through, we pushed out. I waited for this, and I was really trying to be patient to get a good entry, and I waited for this push down in the second red candle to form before taking my short, and we just kind of chopped around and ended up forming a lower high and pushed all the way back up. So I lost on that trade, and then these wicks started forming right here. And I thought to myself, well, apparently this is just kind of a fake out, and we're probably going back to the upside. I mean, gold has been extremely bullish as of late, and I was shorting here. I was shorting this move here, so that's kind of against the big picture trend. So I took the long here, unfortunately got shot in the tick right there, literally just got stopped out to the tick, which was frustrating. That is something that kind of sets me off sometimes. It shouldn't, but it did. and this thing pushed back up, green candle, and I couldn't resist it. I jumped back in again, and at this, I had taken the loss on that NQ trade with these accounts. I also had taken this loss, and then I took this loss, so that was why I was up to nearly 400 already, and I should have just quit. Ended up jumping in again, and this thing just completely failed and fell apart. So just very unfortunate, but that was the destruction really on those accounts, was these couple of trades, and just, you know, I don't know. The last trade here I'm upset about. I mean, these aren't great. They're not like A+ setups, but they're setups that I feel like I should take. And right now I can't really fault myself too much. It was simply just trades that didn't work. I mean, this looked like it definitely was a break and retest, and it's going to continue to fall apart. We had this big move down, pull back, test this level, just didn't happen. And really, gold has just went sideways today. So that was just a little bit unfortunate. Then I took a couple trades on ES. This one here I was very, very unhappy with myself on. We had these couple wicks holding, and this next wick was pushing out green, and I took the long, and just not a good entry at all. I didn't have the proper risk. My stop was way too tight. My stop should have been below here to risk 150. The entry was just not appropriate with two contracts, and so got stopped out. Jumped in again on this trade on the move back up, and we again had no follow through, and I got stopped out break even. So it was basically a zero trade, but it was technically a losing trade because of commissions. So at that point I had like 5 losing trades or 6 losing trades in a row, and then I took this short, and when this thing had no follow through and stopped me out break even on the second contract, I just walked away for the day. And so yeah, that is that. But that's my day. I just unfortunately had a red day, and it is what it is. I think we're down on the week by a couple $100. I want to say I'm down 400 maybe. I haven't done the math exactly, but again, hopefully I get this thing fixed with NinjaTrader so I can really get my accounts updated hopefully by tomorrow. So anyway, just want to give you a quick update on that, and yeah, kind of curious to see how you fared. This was an incredibly choppy market today, and really for me, for the way I trade and what I'm looking for, there was just not much there for me today. So, and these accounts, I'm not too bad, not too upset with those. I mean, down $100 and down 250, that's definitely recoverable. That's a small red day. This is a little bit more unfortunate where we lost over $500. That's an ouchie. We gave, we lost a couple days worth of progress there. So I'm glad I didn't trade these accounts. And again, it was the right move to just walk away. I was not seeing it, and there just wasn't that much there. I mean, here you had a break and retest short possibly, but this has just been a choppy area. We just haven't had anything really good. So that is that. Also, last but not least, I do want to mention that Apex has a flash sale. You'll see it in this little scrolling banner here, or maybe it just popped up, I guess, a little bit ago. But there's a flash sale going on with Apex until tomorrow at midnight. 90% off, which is a huge discount with Apex. So again, code BCT gets you 90% off Apex evaluation accounts. I believe all the large accounts, like the 150, 250, 300K accounts, whatever those large accounts are, I think they're all priced at like $297, so they're all the same price with the discounts. It's really good deal. Great time to load up on some evals should you need them. And again, I just want to say thank you, those of you that use code BCT. It does help support the channel and helps me to bring these videos to you on pretty much a daily basis. So again, thank you. And I do believe Take Profit still has their deal going on, but obviously the Apex deal is the best one as of right now. So anyway, there's the little banner that you can see. The sale ends tomorrow night. So again, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for following along. Hope you had a better day than I did, and we're going to do our best to be back at it tomorrow and not have another red day. So take care. Until next time, we'll catch up with you. So long.